Do you want to support me while also getting some cool WWE swag? Well, now you can, because I am an affiliate of WWEshop.com. Just head to the link in the description of this video, click that little bad boy, and it will bring up WWE Shop. Purchase as normal, whether it's shirts, whether it's championship titles, whether it's memorabilia, anything you want on WWE Shop, as long as you use my link, because doing so will give me a commission off your purchase. Therefore, you can support me and rep the WWE's latest swag all throughout their shop. So just head to the link in the description of this video, purchase as normal, and you're also supporting me. You usually talk first, so I was going to let you talk first.
You wouldn't believe it. Like, I was waiting for the one, and then my screen froze. It's just come back now. So,
Sweet.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So that's why I didn't speak first, but now I'm speaking. So, what's been going on? It's been a couple of weeks since we've spoken.
I was a bit sick last week.
Yes.
So couldn't really do much.
Flu.
Yeah, so I couldn't really do much. And I did say to Ray if he wanted to get someone else to come on, that's fine, but he just couldn't find anybody. So I was like,
no.
Okay.
It was, short notice, whatever.
I was
what it
thinking
is.
I was going to be fine, and then I got through the day, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I would have just been coughing and sneezing, like, too much, and I was just like, this isn't. And to, like, have the energy to be able to sit here when all you want to do is just go to sleep, I was just kind of like, this is not worth to put anyone else through. And I don't think I would have been the most pleasant to be around. I was pretty unwell, so but oh well, I'm okay now. I do feel like this time around I do have a little bit more of a, like, I'm better, but I'm like still a little bit out of it. Like but like I'm not sick. Do you know what I mean? Like I've still, but I've still got a little bit of like a, like but I don't know why. So I still feel a little bit like run down and stuff, but yeah, I'm fine.
The first time I got the spicy cough, I lost my smell and taste for like 2 months, which was weird. I made myself very sick because I ate off chicken. I didn't realize because I couldn't smell or taste that it was off.
Oh,
Your bestie had a mouthful.
I've never had the loss of smell or taste. It's so weird.
Very weird.
It's a very decisive thing to get, isn't it? Because it's very like, I don't feel like I've met someone that has had exactly the same experience with it. It's just always different.
No,
and every time I've had it, it's been different.
Yeah, I've had it twice now. The first time it kicked my little booty hole, but the second time everyone else here had it. So we had like all the kids with it. So we were like, didn't have time to be sick, if you know what I mean.
Well, not really, to be honest.
No, but yes, we was preoccupied, even though we were feeling shit house, which happens sometimes, but that's all right.
Yeah. What has gone on this week? I was trying to think of like something, not to be bring down the show 2-3 minutes into the thing, but oh my god, what a horrible weekend in this country with the stabbings that went on in Sydney.
Crazy, absolutely crazy.
And like when you rabbit hole that shit, it was like, whoa. Both of them, by the way, not just the one at the Westfield in Bondi, but
the Westfield one was tragic. The one at the church was very interesting to me. The fact that like the community got together and went after the police. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was I was like, what is going on? But just to happen so close together and stuff like that was just like, ooh, considering that this country really, I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but we don't really have a lot of stuff like that happen that often.
No, this is definitely the exception, not the rule.
We won't, people on the internet were quick to fucking judge that situation. I was like, well, you guys are all eating your words, but just it's not a nice thing to see on a, what was it, Saturday? Was it Sunday? Saturday.
I think it was Saturday, was it not? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was Saturday. Because I just remember seeing it on like Saturday afternoon. I'm like, holy shit! Like, you just
Yeah,
never
because
know
the
what
front
it's.
page of the paper was very confronting.
Yeah, a lot of the videos that people were sharing around on that I was seeing on social media and stuff. I'm like, guys, like, some people don't want to see that stuff, and you know, that's people's friend, family, you know, in the kind of
Yeah.
danger zone with all that and stuff like that. But you know, that would be wild just being in a busy shopping center on a Saturday afternoon in fucking Bondi. Like that's like Jesus, a lot of people around.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't fathom it. It was. I try to stay away from the news a little bit because it's always bad news, but those ones you can't escape. And
No,
then
it's just everywhere, that kind of stuff.
yeah. So, I mean, that really took up the whole bandwidth on the weekend, really.
Yeah, it really did. It must have been Saturday because the football was revving on, and that's when I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, this is all kind of going down as this is happening." But,
Yeah.
yeah, just not a lovely situation with that.
No, that's right. But thoughts with the victims' families and everyone else swept up in it. It can't have been good for anybody, even just to be in the shopping centre. So, prayers up.
Yeah.
I've got a light-hearted story for you about Saturday, just to change the mood completely. So, it was kid-free weekend for me and your bestie this weekend, but my ex had something planned and Rory had a birthday party to go to on Saturday morning. So she asked me if I had plans, if I wouldn't mind taking him to the birthday party, which no worries. I love doing that stuff with him. And I've got lucky that the birthday parties have fallen on my weekend, so I've got to know the other parents and stuff like that, which I think is, it's a biggish thing, meeting other parents and people around the same sort of life bracket as you, in a way. So I took Rory to this party. It was at a park for his friend, and I felt a little bit bad because his party was supposed to be the weekend before, but there was another one that clashed with it, and no one was going to his sort of thing. So they changed the party weekend, and we took him and whatnot. And everyone sang happy birthday to the kid. We were all around like at a park, around this like park bench, saying happy birthday to him. And then the kid whose party it was said, "Can I say something?" Stood up on the bench. And his parents were like a bit taken back. They're like, "Huh? Okay." Because he's a very like quiet kid. I call him a little old man because he's got his little glasses on. He's a very cute kid, but he's just like does his own thing sort of thing. He goes, "Can I say something?" He stands up on the bench and he goes, "Parents, tell your kids to keep their hands off my presents."
Oh God.
Just control your kids.
Kids say like the wildest shit.
The darndest things.
And they are honestly are very honest.
Yeah.
If you want like the truth, you go to a kid.
Yeah. He goes up to his mum during the party because it was at a playground, so everyone was off playing and doing whatever, and they'd sort of run back and forth. And he ran up to his mum. He's like, "This isn't like any normal party. This is blowing my mind."
Jesus.
It's such... Kids are funny, man. But yes, I've had the last couple of weeks off of work. I've gone back to work this week. I've been living the life, as they would say in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Played a heap of golf, which I loved. Tried to get better at golf, which is one of those things that's like frustrating to get better at. And then sort of to get better, you get worse a little bit. It's frustrating, man.
Yeah, golf isn't my game. I can't really relate.
So like, to give you like, I don't know, I was trying to work out how to explain it in a way since you don't play golf. But like, You know when you're playing tennis, you've got, say, a bit more than a dinner plate worth of racket to hit the ball, and it'll come off nicely and go where you want it to go. Thereabouts. Let's call it a small dinner plate, and you can basically tell where the ball's going to go. On a golf club, you've got about a ball and a bit of where you can hit it, and it'll go where you want. If you hit it 1 centimeter to the left, that adds up to about 40 meters from where you want it to go. And then you're climbing through trees and trying to find balls in bushes, and it's no fun. It's just a very frustrating sport because one little wrong movement creates a big difference where you want it to go. So
golf is honestly a game of patience as well, and I'm just not. I gotta be. Shit is too slow in golf.
See, when I go to the driving range, I really like it because every now and then you can just absolutely whack one as hard as you can. It's very therapeutic. But I've been going down to the golf course by myself, AirPods in, a couple of podcasts loaded up in the queue, walk around, get a good walk in, hit the ball around.
Sure.
How good.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess they say.
Very, very calming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
Golf, etc., etc.
Golf, etc., etc.
Have you noticed that? I just realized that I have this fucking shit-ass Becky Lynch poster just sitting right there from the WWE Kids magazine.
Oh, I love that.
Yep,
I noticed
found that somewhere. What?
I noticed your Becky Lynch shrine when we were there. When me and your bestie came.
It's somewhere behind this chair.
Yeah.
I've got 2 Becky Lynch framed things. I've got one from the Evolution pay-per-view in 2018. It's got a little piece of the ring mat in it. And I got a Becky Lynch, longest reigning Raw Women's Champion of all time. They're my only 2 frame things, and I think the Becky Lynch one has a little piece of one of her ring worn shorts. It's one of 38 or something like that. Just 2 little things that I just got that I spent a little bit of money on and was hey, something to have, something to have.
Exactly. I love those ring mat ones. I always want to buy them.
Yeah, they're good. I think the Evolution one I have is one of 88 or something like that. So there's not many.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I will probably try and get my hands on a Cody WrestleMania one.
And good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen each other since, but best WrestleMania ever. Hands down, feet down. Just great. What a great time.
Feels like so long ago now.
I know, it does.
I think it was because I watched WrestleMania and then the night the night of day 2 of WrestleMania I got sick.
Yeah, right.
So last week was just such that it feels like so long ago. But yeah, it was a very
Not gonna
good.
lie. This guy got emotional when Cody finished the story.
I think everybody did.
It was just so well done. Everything. I
really
loved
it. Was just there was nothing I didn't like. Well, there was one thing I didn't like, but there was
one thing I didn't like either. But
yeah, it was just
okay. Let's say it. What was yours?
Jimmy and Jay, baby. That thing.
Oh yeah,
sucked.
that was a terrible match.
It was just bad. Other than that, I liked everything else.
The thing that I didn't like wasn't because I didn't like the match. It was just very odd because it wasn't advertised like that. Is the Philadelphia street fight with the Pride and...
What do you mean it wasn't advertised like that?
Did you know that it was going to have Bubba Ray Dudley as a special guest?
Because that was a surprise.
Yeah,
and peeps.
And for Snoop Dogg...
That was just wild. I want him to be a full-time commentator. I was like, holy shit, this is hilarious. It was like a fever dream.
I just didn't know what was happening. I was like, hang on, why are they doing this? Because they've been trying to they've been trying to build that for ages, but then it was just like gimmicky.
I don't know. I was like, it's Mania. They always do shit like this, I guess. I was watching it, and the whole time I kept looking around at the people I was with, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I didn't hate the match.
Like,
the match was good, but
wild. When Snoop Dogg said something about, he was like, Yogi Bear with his picnic table. I was like, holy shit. There was so many weed references. It was just weird.
I have to say, speaking of commentary, I love Pat McAfee on commentary.
That's where we differ, my friend.
Really?
Can't stand him. He is so extra, and it just takes me out of it sometimes. I don't mind him in small increments, but I don't like him all the time. Too much. The yelling, the getting it. I'm just like, you need to just slightly bring it down. You're taking me out of the moment.
I can get that, but then he does like little things that are fun, and getting up and dancing with Jay. And
see, that's what I don't love.
Did you hear him during the Sami Zayn match last night going like, there was nothing generico about that?
Yeah.
And he like does little references when they're talking about Kevin Owens. He's like, oh, I bet you've seen that. And like, just drops little things, little nuggets in there. I enjoy him. But apples to oranges, I guess they say. Should we do a question?
Yeah, probably.
I need to get the random number generator up. Question number 147. 147. What do your family or other loved ones think you do for work? I don't know.
Well, in about a month, nothing, brother.
Yeah. I don't really know what I do for work, so I can't really tell what they think I do for work.
I think they just think I just help animals, which I guess in turn, I guess I do. So my job's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, there's no really way to fuck that up. In the sense of like what I do.
No, that's true. I don't really even know because I don't even know. So why don't we go to the one before it? Because
to me, this isn't even correct, but to me, you just sell air conditioners.
I definitely don't do that.
Exactly, but that's what I think you do. So
yeah, I work at an air conditioning company.
Close enough
for now. Here, let's go to this one because there's a couple of fun little questions in this little section. So let's just go through a few.
Okay.
What's a hobby or side project you've been meaning to take up?
Really? Meaning to take... everything I want to do, I do.
Yeah. See, I don't. I've wanted to learn guitar, but then I never get around to it. Or like the piano, never get around to it. Tried to learn Spanish, got bored, never got around to it. Did a little bit, but I think golf's like my one.
Yeah, I'm kind of just a person that just does shit.
Golf's my one, I think. I'm loving it at the moment. I just love it. I was actually while I was on holidays, Rory had a day off school or kindy, and we went and got a bucket of ping pong balls, and we were just finding different ways to try bounce them off of stuff to get them into a stubby holder. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I beat him at it badly because I'm heaps better at him than him at it.
He's what, 4, 5, 7? 4, how old is he?
Yeah.
Close enough. You should be the one winning.
So that was fun. I mean, I have all these ideas about doing some social media stuff, but then I'm just like, no one really wants to hear from me. So then I don't do it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can technically say that about anyone, couldn't you? Who really wants to hear from anyone, but they still do it?
I know that. I know. But every
Just
time I
do
go
it.
to do it,
You just
I'm
got to do
like,
it. That's
I
what
know.
I've learned.
Every time I just go to, I'm like, no one cares. And then I talk myself out of it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Just do it. That's what I do. I just do it. It's fine, I guess. I mean, one day I'm sure I'll probably look back at all the shit that I've put on social media and be like, why did I do that? But I'm not really like that, to be completely fair. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. I know. Like, I know I should be like
but I
that.
guess you say apples to oranges.
Oh, don't we laugh? We've missed laughing like this.
Yeah. I don't know laughter until I make jokes like that. I really need to move that poster. That is... I can see it, but like the side view of it, it looks a little deformed.
Yeah.
And you can see that it says WWE Kids right there. That's where it says
I can't
WWE
see the
Kids.
kids bit. I can see the WWE logo.
Oh yeah, under that says kids. It's fucking freaky.
All right, what about this one? Kind of ties in with what I just said. If you could be fluent in another language instantly, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, German, because it always sounds like they're yelling.
German, das is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Spanish or Portuguese. Because it sounds good. See. Yes. Yeah, I think Spanish. I think I've always wanted
German
to learn
is
Spanish.
It's a very angry language. I don't feel like... I feel like anything you say in German just sounds like you're shouting at someone, and I'm very into it.
Anything Eastern European sounds like that, like Polish, Russian.
Sure.
Any of those Slavic countries sounds very aggressive. It's very harsh.
What did you just say? Sluggish?
Slavic.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's like the part of Europe.
Slavic.
Yeah.
Never heard that term in my life. European. Eastern European.
Eastern European, call it that. But like I'm not going to explain it.
Okay.
But there was a region of Europe that was like the Slavic part that broke up into different countries.
There's a lot of countries in Europe.
There is a lot of countries in Europe. Mm-hmm. And Europe's could fit inside of Australia.
It can.
Did it used to be countries.
one? It didn't used to be just one country. I don't mean it used to be one country, but did a lot of countries used to be one country and then they just all separated? Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
A few.
Okay.
Especially around that region that I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm. Slavic. No?
Yeah. Geography lessons with Ray.
Yeah.
What do you think the best accent is?
For what context?
Like if you're speaking to someone and they've got an accent, what accent's the best for you? Like, do you like the most?
Well, there's a difference because there's probably an answer for what I think is just like a neat accent and what ones I'm attracted to.
Well, what's both?
Well, Irish is what I'm probably attracted to the most.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It does something to me.
Finn Balor.
It's just very nice.
Whenever Finn Balor says Damien, I can't do it.
No, you can't, and it's making me
hate Finn Balor.
That's making me hate Irish people, which isn't great. Maybe I won't think about it in that way. I'll just... Anyway, that is probably that. Oh, but then I don't... I do like a good British accent, but it depends what kind of British accent is.
What part I don't like
that one. Yeah, I don't like that one that's like, bruv, like that kind of like...
Geordie.
I don't like that, but I like the one that's like a little bit sophisticated.
Yeah, the London accent.
Yeah, I like that. So
there's very posh and proper.
Not quite, but maybe just like in the middle of those two. I don't really know, but I only know it when I hear it. I'm like, that's the one I like. But I don't really know much about where exactly it is.
Like Hugh Grant.
I don't really know is he the one in Bridget Jones's Diary? Hey, there's a movie I've watched.
He's in Notting Hill. Love Actually. Mamma Mia? No, he's not in Mamma Mia.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure he's in Bridget Jones's Diary. I'm pretty
Okay.
certain. I
Okay.
I feel
I'll
like we
trust you.
should have like a meter of movies that I've actually watched. There's one. There's one movie that
Really?
I've watched. I think he's in that, but I honestly could be wrong because I know that that other guy's in it, and obviously, Renee Zellweger, is that her name?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that's her name. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Cast is Renee Zellweger, Colin Firth, Hugh Grant. Yep, you're
Yeah.
right.
See. Fuck yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
It's pretty good. It's a chick flick completely, but it's like one
Yeah.
of those good chick flicks. You know those ones that are like, I could watch this. Like you could sit down with my bestie and watch that, and she would thoroughly enjoy it, and you'd get a kick out of it. I'm pretty certain.
Well,
I think
you
there's
know
like
what
3 of
movie?
those.
You know what movie I sat down to watch and made your bestie watch with me, and she was not impressed by it, but I loved it, was Ricky Stenicki.
I don't know what that is.
It's the new John Cena movie.
Never watched a John Cena movie in my life.
It's got John Cena and Zac Efron in it. It was
Troy
filmed in
Bolton? Troy
Yeah.
Bolton's in that movie? What?
Yeah, exactly.
I
John
don't think I've
Cena
watched
and
a
Troy Bolton.
I don't think I've watched a Zac Efron movie other than
High School Musical.
Actually, no.
Baywatch.
17 again.
Oh yeah, Matthew
Watch
Perry.
that. Yeah, I've watched that movie.
Yeah, it's filmed in Australia during like COVID and stuff, and very, very funny. It's not very like your bestie hated it, didn't like it at all, but I thought it was hilarious.
I probably won't watch it.
Basically, the premise of the movie is that these 3 guys are friends since like school, and when they're younger, they go to play a prank on someone at Halloween, and they end up setting fire to the person's house because they're not home. And one of the guys gets his jumper or jacket burnt. So what they do is they make up a name, Ricky Stenicki, and write it on the collar of the shirt, and then leave it at the crime scene. And they're like, "Oh, the stupid kid left his jacket here," and then they can't find Ricky Stenicki. So then basically for the rest of their lives, they have this friend called Ricky Stenicki that every time they don't want to do something with their wives, Ricky's sick again, we're going to have to go over and, he's all alone. Or anytime anything happens, Ricky Stenicki's at fault. And then they meet John Cena, who has a cover band where he makes all the songs in his cover band about masturbation.
It's getting weirder.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm even more decided that I will not watch that movie. Weirdly enough, all I can think about is pranks now. I hate pranks. I fucking don't understand why people do it. I don't like getting pranked. I don't like pranking people. It pisses me off. I don't know why it makes me so angry, but I just find it so fucking juvenile. Why pull a prank on someone? Have you not got anything better to do? I don't know why it pisses me off so much. Actually, it actually annoys me now. Even thinking of someone pulling a prank on me, I don't find the humor in it when someone's laughing. I'm like, fuck off with that bullshit. I don't know why I get so mad about pranks.
What do you count as pranking though?
I don't know. It can be depends on the context of it, I guess. But if someone was to like, this is a really bad one. But if someone was like, I don't know, put like mud in your shoes or something, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? What's the problem? It just fucks with someone's day. It's like it's so like little and like piss off. I don't know why. Why are you doing that shit? Grow up.
What about like someone? Can I tell you something that I've done at work just to get myself through work?
Great.
Not really. I don't know if you'd call them pranks. So one time, this guy at work, he's very. Basically, the first time that I met him, he said, "Oh, I always take jokes too far. Everyone ends up getting pissed off." And I was like, I saw that as a personal challenge to one-up him at all times. So, like, one day he had a sick day, so I got free samples of adult diapers sent to his house. Because you can sign up for free samples. Yeah.
That's
So
not. I don't know if that's a. It's just more of a. This is a difference between a prank and a joke. Like that's not. That's just like haha. That's not like fucking with his day. You know what I mean? Like he's just like whatever.
No. Yeah.
That to me is not a prank per se. I guess. I don't know.
Or the one that I kept going for like a good couple of weeks is my desk used to be behind his. So I went, the little USB port thing that you put in the back when you've got like a wireless mouse. I put an extra one of them in the back of his computer, and in my drawer had a wireless mouse.
That's borderline. That would annoy me.
So every now and then, not all the time, just every now and then when he was doing something, I'd just quickly shake my mouse, like the mouse in my drawer, and he'd be like, my computer's doing it again. The mouse is moving by itself. And we're like, what are you talking about? And he'd like, watch. And we'd like look at it and be like, nah, nothing. And he'd be like, oh, I swear it did it. And then I'd leave it for an hour, 2 hours, a day, and then just give it another shake again. It's doing it again. It's doing it again.
That would frustrate me because I get pretty heated in those little situations. I don't know why. Not a great trait, but yeah, see shit like that would piss me off.
Or I'd just click on something as he was like hovering over. I'd just like double click.
No,
like, I didn't open that.
No, not into that. No, see, that's a prank. That's not a joke. That's a prank.
Okay, I thought it was fun.
I'm sure you did.
He thought it was pretty funny once I told him what was happening.
I'm glad he. See, I would fucking throw. If you would have showed me what you were doing, I'd have got that mouse and thrown it against a wall. Yeah.
It wasn't my mouse.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you got it from somewhere. Didn't just magically appear.
Yeah,
I was taking my anger out on the mouse.
Me and the other guy, one of the guys that I work in the office with, we've both been at work 10 years this year. So we've known each other quite a long time. We always say, like, he might walk past my desk and just, like, knock something off. And then be like, haha. And I'll be like, you better pick it up. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is going to be too far and you'll get angry. So pick it up. And then he'll pick it up. But we've come up with the rule that we're only allowed to do things that if they get broken, work has to pay for to fix. So no property of ourselves. So
I'm trying to think of like, I guess there is one thing that I do now that I think about it to someone at work, but I mean, she does it to me too. We'll just be like standing next to one another and we'll spend the whole day trying to do this, but it's like the first person that can draw a dick on someone's arm wins the day. Like we'll get a can of Coke or something, you know what I mean? Like, well, here's a chocolate. Like, and we'll just stand there and just be chatting. Like, or she'll be on the phone or something, and I'll just like start drawing really lightly on her arm, just like a big fucking dick. And she'll try to do it with me. Half the time, I'm like walking around, and there's just a giant dick on my arm. But yeah, so I guess that is technically a prank. So I guess I can't say that but that's more of a game, I guess, because we're both in on it.
yeah,
I guess it's still a prank, kind of, because she has walked around half the day sometimes with a big penis on her arm, and she didn't know.
I pick my targets. I don't do it to anyone that I
no, I don't
do it to me back.
Yeah, I only know if I would only do that stuff with just with her, to be completely honest, because she's the type of person that's like you can pretty much say anything, and she's like, I don't give a fuck. Like she's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I like people like that.
Yeah, so that's I don't know. I guess I'm not a real prank guy, but
I never really have been though. To be completely fair, I don't know. I guess it's because I don't like it, so I don't really do it to other people. That's we're both kind of in on it. I guess it's okay, but just don't fuck with my shit if I don't know what's going on. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's why the rules are only do it to work shit, not our own shit.
Yeah, that too.
So, I'm trying to think what else has been happening. I've just been...
Yeah, there's been nothing exciting really happening for me other than everyone
No.
knows I quit my job, but
We were talking just before we pressed record about how it's just that grind part of the year. Just Easter.
here's something that I don't like about this time of year. I like that it's getting cooler. You know me, winter boy. I love cold weather, blah, blah, blah. Get me in trackies and hoodies all day. But what I really don't like about autumn is that I get up in the morning, I'm cold, I put on a jumper, I put on long pants, I'm like, I'm feeling good. By about midday, I'm like, I want to be in shorts and a t-shirt because now I'm hot. Make up your mind. It's beautiful weather lately. I can't complain like in too much of just been like, it's been beautiful sunny days. But like, just make up your mind. Be cold enough for me to be able to be in a jumper, or be warm enough for me to be in shorts and a t-shirt. Don't do this in between shit.
Okay.
It makes me
I wear
annoyed.
shorts and a jumper to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like going halfway.
But I'd still be too hot because I'm wearing a jumper. But then by the end of my shift, when I walk out, I'm cold because I need a jumper on.
Jumpers can come on and off.
And it's just like effort.
But also, to be fair, like, I don't walk around much at work.
No, I'm on my feet a fair bit.
I'd be just sitting there at my desk. And basically, the room is pretty climate controlled for the same temperature all the time. So you can comfortably sit there in shorts and a jumper. Now, summer's a bit different. You need that shirt and shorts combination. And during the depths of winter, I'll probably need pants and a jumper. But it's not like I'm walking around heaps or I'm heaps active at work where I'm like, I'm getting too hot.
Yeah, no, I'm usually on my feet. I guess I can do what I want in a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, depends.
Well,
if you get a job somewhere, you can't do exactly what you want.
By the way, guys, I'm pretty certain I'm going to have a job, but you never know, I guess.
Yeah.
You never know. Could be just a bum. I'll do this show from somewhere in a gutter because I won't have a home. How exciting.
I admire the fact that you're going to do it from a gutter with a TV and internet, but not have a home.
No, I could do it with my phone.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I'd never not have a home, by the way, to be fair. Like,
no.
I go live with Mum.
Yeah, you could come live with us if you didn't have a home.
Thanks.
You've only got to fight with about 5 other people for any thing in this house, but it's fine.
I can fight a kid. They're all probably taller than me at this stage, so whatever.
What's the biggest animal you think you could comfortably take on to save your life?
I don't know if you've met me, Ray, but I can't fight anything.
So you don't even think you could, like, take down, let's say, a small deer? Like, you're stuck in a room with a deer, and it's eat or get eaten.
I would probably get eaten because here's the thing. I would have more comfort in hurting a person than an animal.
Yeah, but this is like life or death and hypothetical.
I die. 100%. I would die. I could never punch an animal. No matter if I'm going to die or not. I'd
What
just
about
let
a
it
jerk
happen.
animal?
I've met a lot of jerk animals. They're very misunderstood.
My next door neighbor's dog. That jerk animal.
He was fine though. He was just very big.
I almost killed it the other day by accident.
Did you nearly run it over?
Yes. Because
it is very like when the day I seen it, it was because it's, you know, as a person who works with animals that I've seen snap in a heartbeat and can physically destroy you if they wanted to. You never know with dogs of that nature. I won't say that breed because, but of that nature and that size, like that dog stands up and it's bigger than me. The dog is. I've seen dogs turn. It's scary. But like it does just like kind of run around your street. Like it just approached me and I could have been anyone. You know what I mean? And I just kind of stood still for a second, but, whatever. But please don't run over the dog with your car.
I didn't mean, like, literally what happened was I was out playing golf. Your bestie was out somewhere, and we both got home at exactly the same time. So I had to leave first the next day. So what I did is I pulled back out of the driveway and then let her go in first. And then I reversed back in. And as she pulled into, because our place, like the first person that goes in has to go around the corner. So she pulled in, so I stopped. Luckily, I'd reversed in because then I had my reverse camera on and I could see, because it just sort of slinked in behind my car just to like walk into our front yard. And I was like, what the are you doing? Like, move out the way.
Here's as you know, Ray, I guess we're not, well, we vary a little bit. As someone who absolutely adores animals, I'll live with animals over people, etc., etc., etc. They're my children, blah, 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 blah. Be responsible with your animals, please, people. Like, oh my God, like, keep them in your yard, keep them in your vicinity. And people with I have no problem with big dogs. Some of the best dogs that I've met in my time at work and just in living have been 70-kilo huge dogs. They're the most lovable things in the world. But like, they're very intimidating to look at when you don't know the dog. And like, that dog, if he really did want to, could do a lot of damage to any of us. If he really wanted to. It's not like a fucking little thing. But just can be responsible, like, owners of an animal. Like, you don't just let your kid run around and then if they get hit by a car, you would lose your shit at that person. But like, be a responsible parent, whether it's a child or whether it's a whatever. Also, keep your cats inside. God.
It was like, your bestie had her 2-year-old with her. Like, could you imagine like him jumping out of the car and getting confronted by this big dog?
Yeah, that dog could kill him. He'd eat him alive. Like, and I was saying that dog is fine, by the way, everyone. If Ray's neighbor is listening to this, your dog is fine. But he is intimidating.
If my neighbor is listening to this, fucking keep your dog in your own yard.
Like, I'm sure I can speak for Rowan and says he has no issue with the actual dog itself. But just get it off my property. It's not my dog.
Get off my damn lawn.
Yeah, like, you don't just let your fucking kid run into his yard.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
And every parent out there that wants to listen to this and says, dogs and kids are not the same. Shut up.
They are the same.
I don't care if they're not the same. I don't know any different. Guess what, parents? Ray included. I fucking want kids. I don't like them. So shut the hell up. I gave birth to Giddy. It was a traumatic experience, okay? Shut up. I'll have cats and dogs and I don't care what else. I'll have 60 damn dogs over one kid in my life and be fucking happy. You know what happens when I get to go away on a holiday? I don't gotta worry about shit. I just gotta make sure someone feeds my cat. You have to either take your kids with them or find someone to look after them. I can just be like, you know where I'm going today? Canada, because I don't have children and I can do what I want.
Yeah, it's true.
It's fantastic. I
do what I want.
I'll proudly say that I'm quite anti-child. But not anti-child in the way of like, I just don't want them near me. Have your kids. Do what you want. Keep them out of my fucking vicinity. Unless, of course, I know the kid. Because it's a few kids that I know that I'm like, you're mad cool. I like you. But not the ones that are like crying in Woolworths. You know what I mean? Like, shut the hell up. Let me do my shopping.
Yeah, and to all those parents out there that are going to get mad at you for saying that. They are the same. Kids and dogs are the same thing.
And that's coming from a parent. That's coming from a parent.
Energetic. I've had to clean up their shit. Yeah.
You know where Giddy shit the other day? On the toilet floor. Not in the toilet. She shat next to it. I had to clean that shit up.
Yeah.
Literally.
Correct.
So, Giddy, child, same fucking thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I clean up her vomit. I clean up her shit. I make sure she's fed. I make sure she's not dead. That's
Pretty much the same
basically what
thing.
you do. Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty
Anyway,
much.
fuck your kids. Did you see that post on Twitter about that guy that was standing next to the sign and it said dog friendly, child free? It was like a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
And did you read all the comments of all the parents being like, how dare you?
As
Shut
a
up.
parent, I respect the shit out of a no kids establishment.
Yeah. I think they should make it. You know what? I'll double down. I think there should be kid free airplanes. Fuck them off. I don't want them on a plane with me, crying and whinging and stinking up the joint. I think there should be kid-free shopping centers. I want your kids near me, all right? I don't want your kid come near me. I don't like them. Where else? Just anywhere, really. Send them to school. See you later. Stay there.
I'll give you a cool, not a cool. It was pissing me off. Me and your bestie on Sunday morning, not morning, lunchtime, because we went for lunch to a place in Hyde Park near the city. Burger place. Very nice. Very good burgers. This family walked in.
Ugh.
2 parents, 2 kids. And like literally we got there early because we had other stuff on. So we were the only ones in there, me and your bestie. Then this other family walks in and the kid's just like carrying on. But he's making this sound. And I'm like, I'm about to knock that kid out. I will throat punch him.
I would
It
too.
was like really pissing me off. I was like, and the mum's just going, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, ugh.
Yes, that's the worst thing sometimes too, is when you see a kid being a fucking shit in public and the parents are like, ha ha ha, look at my little Bryce being a little good. Shut up. He ain't funny. I don't want to come near him. I have a lot of strong opinions on children. Again, I've met my bestie's kids. They were all fine. Had no problem with them. They stayed out of my way. I stayed out of theirs. I feel like I have an understanding with a lot of kids. You stay out of my way, I'll stay out of yours. We can live freely in the same world. But like, I don't want them in my house. Ew. No. I don't want them. My cousin, me and my cousin are the same age. She has 3 kids. She brought them here a few weeks ago. It was the worst 4 hours of my life. I was thinking about like ways. I was like, how do I get the kid from her and flush it down the toilet? Get out of my house. It was like coughing too, and I'm like, ugh, they're germy and they're just gross, and they're very like it was eating, and then it was all over. I was like, you're just go outside, like put it in a cage or something. I don't want it in my home. Like, I don't know. I guess to circle round, there should be more kid-free spaces for people. That there should be areas where lots of families can go and hang out and you can take your kids and have a great time. There should be areas where it's just adults. Just
like basically what you're suggesting is kid apartheid.
What?
Kid apartheid. You don't know apartheid? It's not the greatest. So apartheid was South Africa through the 80s and 90s where they had restaurants for colour, beaches for colour, and beaches for not colour.
No, I'm not talking about race here. I don't care what colour you are.
I said you're doing kid apartheid.
I guess.
Race apartheid.
I guess I'm not I don't like any kid. Doesn't matter what colour you are. I don't like you.
Yeah, but it's the kid bit.
More. Yeah, more.
That's
more,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess so then, yeah. But like, honestly, all those little parents that were getting all mad in that person's thing that went viral, it's a pub. The fuck like, why do kids need to be inside a pub? And they're like,
but
grew up
in the pub.
You'll be like, take your dog in there. I'm like, yeah, cool. My dog and a kid. I don't have a dog, but whatever. Anyway,
as a kid that grew up in a pub for a lot of their childhood, it's not fun.
No.
It's not a place for a kid to be.
No. There's lots of alcohol and people being fuckheads.
Yeah,
Doing the kid a service, to be completely honest.
correct.
I guess this episode's probably going to be called like Kid Free something.
Don't know.
Trying to think of a catchy title, but it'll be Kid Free something. Child Free Chat. And it's got lots of C's in it. It has 2.
CFC.
That's CFC. CFC. Isn't that a... Oh, I was about to say that's the chicken place, but that's KFC.
Kid free chat. Let's call it KFC.
That's not right. Holy shit. Oh, you don't... Oh, no, you care about music. Did you watch anything of Coachella?
I haven't, no.
I watched the No Doubt set. No doubt it was a good time.
Gwen,
No, it was
Stephanie.
it was very good.
Yeah.
It was really good. You
Okay.
and me, you could be best friend. You know, Don't Speak.
I do.
Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. So please
was on
stop
YouTube, yeah?
explaining. Yeah, I want to say it was.
I kept on seeing things pop up for it, but I was like...
I watched it when did I watch it? I think someone uploaded the full set to Twitter, and I watched it on there.
Twitter, man. What a place.
Yeah, it is a bit of a place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I think that we've just about exhausted it for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I guess
exhausted.
in summary of this episode, fuck yo kids. No doubt was a good set at Coachella.
Golf's frustrating.
Golf's frustrating. I may be homeless
wrestling.
in a few weeks.
Wrestling good.
That's pretty much it. COVID bad.
COVID bad. Wrestling good. Kids bad. No doubt good.
Well, I don't think it should be a blanket statement from a person who has a child to say kids are bad, because you love your kid.
I do. I do very much. I've got his birthday party coming up. Not this weekend, next weekend. So this weekend I'm going to be out getting like party bags ready.
Oh, that's like my personal hell. That actually makes me like cry.
Really?
It's not a birthday party where they're all running around and they've had lots of sugar.
Hey, we did the smart thing. So we're going to a gymnastics club where gymnastics teachers are going to run them through little things where they get to play on gymnastics equipment while we stand around and talk to the parents.
Do kids like get tired?
What?
Like when they're running around and shit, do they get tired and just like eventually just fall asleep? Is that how that works? Like, do you tire them out?
Yeah, pretty well.
Okay. Well, that's not the worst idea.
Yeah. And also when kids are on a sugar high, they crash afterwards.
Sure, but that high is not fun to be around.
Nah.
But when there's multiple of them too, when they outnumber the adults in the room, that's when I get really stressed.
No, they if they're on a sugar high goes like this, right? Up, they get to the peak and then just fall off the cliff.
I've watched Daddy Daycare. There's another movie I've watched, Daddy Daycare, Eddie Murphy. Great movie pick. Good movie. Why is it that I've watched no movies, but the very few movies that I have watched, you haven't? It's very weird because you've watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
But it's just the very few that I have, you just like, what's that?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I guess the ones that you've said are like Daddy Daycare was a family movie, right?
Sure, I guess.
So like when it came out and you were in like the family movie stage of your life, I would have been a bit past that.
I mean, yeah, I probably watched it for the first time when I was a literal child, so I guess so. I guess so, yeah. But I mean, I guess I've watched that later in life because I watched it as a kid, though, so I guess it's a good movie, though. You should check it out one day. It's actually very funny.
I'll
It is
put it on my
funny.
to-do list.
You got to watch that and Bridget Jones's Diary, and I don't know. Haven't really watched too many Mothers.
Yeah. So I don't know. The parties aren't too bad. It's been party season. I've literally taken Rory to 5 or 6 birthday parties in the last like 3 fortnights.
No thanks.
All from varying types of party as well. So,
do you have to go to the party as well? Or do you just drop him off?
No, he's not old enough to just be dropped off at a party.
No, but like with other parents there.
No,
do they
I
not like
do
supervise?
That.
No, okay.
No.
I don't know how it works.
The only one that his best friend didn't have a party as such. All he wanted to do was hang out with Rory. So his parents organised with me and my ex that last week on the Friday, they picked up Rory from kindy with their son.
Okay.
And went back to his house and had like a movie night just for a little bit. And then when my ex finished work, she went around there and picked him up.
Okay.
So just spent a couple of hours at his best mate's house.
See, I don't really know how that works. My child, she doesn't get invited to anyone's house. So maybe one day, if there's any other cats out there listening, want to invite Giddy to party.
But yes, it's all been very different parties, but good. It also, like, so where he goes to kindy, he'll go to reception next year and basically can go straight through to year 12 at the same campus in the same school. So right from ELC all the way through to year 12. So basically, all things going well.
ELC. The fuck
Early Learning Centre.
Oh, okay.
Kindy. Yeah.
Kindy. Okay. Back in my day, they just called that kindergarten. I didn't do reception.
Did you not?
I was in New South Wales. They didn't have it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went straight one. So all things going well and all things going to plan and everything like that, these kids and the parents that we're going to these parties with could be the same kids and parents that we're going to things with all the way through to year 12. So, another 12 years, which is crazy to think about. But luckily, they are all very nice people.
That's good.
And very easy to talk to, and, you're not standing there awkwardly just trying to, dig something up for conversation.
Do parents, I guess they do, because they have to, hang out. Not hang out, but, they have to be relatively comfortable with one another, I guess you could say, because they're like, oh, well, your friend's friends with my kid. Your kid is friends with my kid. So, I guess we have to kind of know each other.
Well, so, I don't know, how do I explain it? Rory's got this little group of friends that are very close, and, I was speaking to one of their dads, and also, the parents, we've got kids around the same age. Roughly, we're around the same age and going through the same sort of stuff, roughly. To a varying degree. We've all got 4-year-olds going 5. We're all dealing with the same school, same teachers. We've got a lot in common. So then it's just, general chit chat.
I guess
nothing deep or anything like that. But I was talking to Rory's best friend's dad at one of the parties, and he was saying what he's noticed is that Rory and his son are quite emotionally aware of other people. So because of that, there's a couple of kids in his class that are very emotionally aware and empathetic and stuff like that. So they get invited to every party because everyone's very we've been invited to every party, but not all the kids at the parties are the same, if you know what I mean. It's a core group of 3 or 4, and they just get plugged into everyone's party. And then there's other...
They're the cool kids.
Yeah, basically, but in a different way because they're just a bit thoughtful. They're like empathetic of the other kids.
Yeah.
So like when stuff happens at kindy or whatever, they're like Rory goes, "Oh, I hurt myself the other day running around." I'm like, "Oh, why are you running around?" He's like, "Oh, I was trying to make them laugh because they just popped a balloon in their face and got scared. So we were just running to try and make them laugh." And then he tripped over and hurt himself. So like he goes out of his way to make sure that him and his best mate do that. And I was talking to another dad of their friends, and he was like, "Yeah, he's such an emotional kid and very aware of all that." So they get along like that, and it's just nice, you know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I get it.
It's also nice to know that your kid's not alone at childcare or kindy.
I guess there is a little bit of a...
It's comfort. There's comfort in knowing that your kid has someone.
It's so lovely that this chat has all come back around. How we had this part of the episode was me just being like, you know what? Fuck them all. I hate them.
Yeah.
Go to hell. And you're just like, it's so lovely that kids just get along with other kids, and I love my kid, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We are very different human beings, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Apples to oranges, as they'd say. Anyway, let's hit this outro. A2O podcast on all your social media platforms. X, Twitter, if you're nasty. Instagram, TikTok, go like it, follow it, share it around, comment, whatever you want to do. Spotify and Apple Podcast is where you'll find us to listen. Tell your friends about us, like us and follow us on there. Give us a review and leave a 5-star rating. If you could, please. Thank you very much. At Josh Robinson 00 is where you'll find the YouTube version of this and all of Josh's content that he puts out around Twitch. I don't know how to... I lost myself there. Around gaming. Go follow Josh as well at Josh Robinson 00 on all your social medias as well.
And go follow Love Wrestling CA because I have new content dropping with them very soon.
Love that. Do that.
So go do that because it's good shit, as they would say. And you never know, by the way, for all the people that like my shit that I do, when I have more interviews with people. Maybe it'll be soon. I don't know. Maybe it won't. But maybe it will. Never know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Goodbye.